So guys, this week we are tearing out this driveway, those two walkways. We're gonna frame that straight. We're gonna frame this straight. It's gonna be a nice long week. After this, we're finally working on our backyard. I'm excited for that. My wife won't be here for this project. We had a loss in the family, so she can't be here for that. But either way, at least it's a driveway and a sidewalk. It's a lot of square footage for us, but it's simple square footage. So let's knock it out, guys. Don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe.
So there's many reasons why I tell people the small MT100 is better than a bigger machine. For example here, yes, on a driveway, the bigger machine might have been quicker, but on the sidewalks on the sides, I was able to squeeze in and do my thing. And as long as I break them to the right sizes, the MT100 can move a lot of material. So I'm glad I have it with us and I'm able to squeeze into these tight little nooks to make it easier on our people. Whenever I do tear out driveways, you're going to be able to tell that I always leave the last row of stones so that I can go over it back and forth with heavy stuff without damaging the edge of the curb. But here you see me lifting up the sidewalk, always the right size, so my MT100 can kick some butt. So we had a weird situation on this job. The concrete here came out all the way to the curb, 4 inches thick. The neighbor next door had stamped concrete all the way to the curb. The builder told the customer like 20 years ago that the right-of-way ended at the curb. So we got with the city inspector and asked him, hey, the concrete's 4 inches thick. Should we pull a permit for an apron? And he's like, nope, just pour it like a regular driveway all the way through. The way that you do it, you'll be fine. But it was an interesting situation to pour all the way to the curb like that. One thing I cannot emphasize enough, people, usually the big difference in cost between other contractors and the expensive concrete guy you may be hiring at your house, it's all this subgrade prep below the concrete, things that you don't see. This is what takes up a lot of resources that we have to use up time, equipment to make sure the concrete doesn't go anywhere. And a lot of companies skip that, and it's one of the main reasons you'll notice a big difference in cost between companies like us and the guy that was supposedly cheaper, but it's obviously why. I cannot emphasize enough on everything that you pour. If you're running a plate compactor, you want multiple passes with some watering all the way through for optimal moisture to reach the right density so that it's done correctly. You'll see here multiple passes. It's always the right way on everything that we pour. So before the job was started, we talked to the customer. They wanted to get rid of water on this corner drain where I'm up there. You see me sitting up to the left. And I told them we can cross the sidewalk and drain it up top of the driveway and it'll just saturate the soil over there. Or we can cut all the way across, which I'm not too comfortable about because this pipe will cause a crack someday. And drain it on this side, on the lower end of the driveway, so water never flows up and gets anywhere near the customer's driveway. So they decided, you know what, I want to cut across. So what we did was encase it in road base. We used Schedule 40 white PVC. And we just reinforced the heck out of the driveway. I'm certain at some point there may be a hairline crack that pipe will cause because it'll expand differently than the soil around it. But either way, we overbuilt the heck out of it. The customer will now have that downspout draining on this side of the driveway, so we are happy with how we planned that out.
Right up. A ver si me acuerdo cómo carrocear. Ay, güey, ¿cómo se ve la llanta? Muy bien. Ok, muy bien. Quería que me dijera, no, güey, está bien baja, por eso estás batallando tanto. Rafa, que no se nos olvide hacer el carburador abajo del threshold de esa puerta para que no se siente hueco después. Sí, aquí lo tengo.
Oh my goodness, this pour was kind of stressful because we had overcast, lot of, I guess, clouds over us the morning of, which we were grateful for because it slowed the curing process down. I didn't want to really water the subgrade on this concrete because of the weather. So we had to use our old power buggy and we needed mats because the dump doesn't swivel like the other one, but I was glad I had it. And I was glad that we had cold, wet weather this morning, even though it stressed me out because it's good for the concrete. We didn't water the subgrade too much. It was almost dry. So cold, wet weather during the day, that evening, and the next couple of days was very beneficial to the concrete because I have customers use Trojan concrete and masonry sealer a month later. So keeping the concrete wet, curing it the old-fashioned way is very important versus curing seals. I believe in the old-fashioned ways. It's how you get concrete that lasts very long, and so far it's worked out. Man, we had such a great group of guys here. I think we ended up pouring about 17 yards. It was 5 of us apart from me. And we had a good system. Everybody was well coordinated. And the pour went really, really well. And the customer was absolutely happy with it.
Hey guys, Joe from J&M Concrete here. So pour went well. We put a little border on it, as you can tell. We broomed it a different direction. We stopped it there, not in front of the garage. It loops all the way around. We poured a 4500 at about a 5 slump, 6 slump. We used day 1 to finish the surface. It was cloudy for most of the pour. It's going to be cloudy this evening. And then we got some cold weather coming in the next couple days. So this is going to cure slow in wet, cold weather. And then we're going to cover it in a few days. But it came out really, really nice. Total, we're looking at around, I think, 1,300 square feet. I made the mistake of underbidding the hell out of it. But it didn't stop us from doing a great job. Look at that, guys. I think we got a good team of guys and girls. Here is this walkway. Now the border wasn't on this walkway over here. The customer did not request it over here. Came out really good all in all. Next week, actually, we are working on our house. And then the week after that, we are gonna be redoing our backyard. We're doing concrete, new fence, a wall, a fountain, sod. I mean, the whole 9 yards. We're really gonna create a space that makes us happy. So it's gonna be some fun time. I enjoy it because no one can complain if I make a little mistake at my house because it's our house. But either way, guys, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate the likes, the comments, and everything. There it is, guys. It came out pretty darn nice. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.